Hi, this is Sifu Slim, and I'm out here to share a little Christmas, wintertime well-wishing for you. So a lot of people think that, hey, you only work out outdoors when the climate is perfect. Well, what is the perfect climate? Perfect climate is any time you can get outside and not be run over by a herd of elk. How about that? So the ducks, look how happy the little ducklings are and the proud mom, right? They're going to cross the street right here and they're going to go to their duck pond. You think they're going to avoid the duck pond just because it's cold? No, they've got duck fat and they've got duck down and duck feathers, and they are built and designed for cold, for warm, whatever it is. And so are we. How do we do that? Well, we eat them. And those calories and that duck fat is one of the ways that we keep warm. So it snowed last evening here in Mesquite, Nevada, which is a place that can get to 110, 115 in the summertime. But that doesn't mean we stop working out. So I'm all bundled up. I've got the baklava here. I've got neck stuff. I've got some wool on underneath. I've got down on here. And I've got a triple pant layer of athletic pants. And that's how I'm doing it. And I'm going to go out and get on my workout here in Mesquite, Nevada, because that's what you do. How much am I paying? Well, not very much. Just some calories is what I'm paying this morning. I take good care of my stuff. So I've had these gloves for quite some time. Living in California and Hawaii, haven't used them a whole lot, but I do use them in the wintertime, and they're hanging in tough. Good REI gloves. And I got this REI down vest several years ago, and it's a great thick down vest, and I take good care of it. Learn how to wash them, learn how to take care of them. That's all you do. Don't play tackle football in your expensive stuff. Anyway, so here are the homes. Maybe the people are here for Christmas. There's a home decorated, and some of the homes are probably unoccupied because they are their vacation homes and they may not be here at Christmas time. Maybe they're in a warmer place, maybe they're with family elsewhere. But this is a senior community, and it's a very nice senior community. Unfortunately and fortunately, gambling is the life of this town besides golf and probably the hospital. But gambling does bring the people here, and it does provide sustenance, economic sustenance for this lovely community. And unfortunately, people are addicted to gambling, and it's what I would call a bunch of gross burgers doing their thing on an addiction. It's not too much of the people just passing through doing an hour or two and then leaving. It's a lot of people who are addicted that are just going on and on. I did hear a few stories which I will share with you, because the harsh reality of addiction is something we must talk about if we're going to talk about wellness. And so here are the two stories I heard from a man who retired from the federal government and was with the Air Force starting at age 17. So he did 36 years in the federal government, in the employ of the federal government. And so here's what he told me. We were talking about gambling. He said that one of his friends works in the casinos in the gambling business, and told him of someone who couldn't get off the slot machine. So they're pulling away on the slot machine. And they were doing it for hours and hours and hours. And this was a person up in years, and the person did not go to walk up and leave their post and go to the bathroom. They just went to the bathroom right there in their pants. So can you imagine that? That's a pretty sick portion of that person's life. Say a little message for them and other people with that addiction and with that disconnection from some sort of fulfillment and some sort of balance in their life. So that's one story. He did. Another one. Someone was in a bad way, health-wise, etc., and drinking away and drunk. So combined all of that, and just lost their stomach right there on the slot machine. Explosion, vomited, right? And so what did they do? Did they get up and go seek attention? No, they just took their hand and wiped off the screen and kept playing. Ching ching, ching ching. Can you imagine that? I can imagine that because I've read a lot about war, and I've worked in education, and I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of stuff, and I've talked to a lot of people. So it's a sick time out there. We all go through periods of sickness, mind, body, and spirit, and we have to stick up for each other, and we have to see if we can put together a program to balance our lives. So that's what I'm doing this morning. I do not miss. That means I'm out here somewhere every morning, sometimes in the room if it's like a high wind or something and I don't have the right outfit. Like if there's a high wind throwing a bunch of dust up, I don't want to be out there breathing that dust or getting it in my eyes. If it was snow, I might be outside with goggles enjoying that, because that's what you did as a kid. You played in the snow, and that's a joy. You go out there and you do that for 4 or 5 hours, 2 or 3, whatever the time is that you want to be out there, and then you come in and you regroup and you have some food and you laugh about all that silliness of playing in the snow. And that's how I grew up on the East Coast in New Jersey. When there was snow, that meant fun. When there was rain, that meant jumping around in the puddles. Rain wasn't something that promoted sickness. It was something that promoted play. And so, like the ducks, we go outside and we get our life together, enjoying the out of doors. So, the garbage disposal, he has to do his job, or she has to do her job each and every day. And so they don't stop because of the weather. They don't stop because of overcast or hail or sleet. They don't go out when it's unsafe for their vehicle to get around. But they have their chains and they know how to do it. In this town, I'll bet they don't even own chains. But it's possible they do. I would guess they don't. So here's what I'm going to do this morning. The shower curtain is down. The purple yoga mat is ready to go. And there's my all-time favorite pillow, 1990 style. And I put that down, and that's I turn it on its side, and that's my pillow for my morning physical activity. And I got my hot tea next to me. So that's what I'm going to do in this tiny little park. And then I have to find a tree. Over there is my tree, and I'm going to take that tree and I'm going to put my martial arts belt over one of the branches, and I'm going to do my back, my grip, and my squats holding that martial arts belt. So let's get together, let's go and get our body, our mind, and our spirit together this morning, and keep that balance going, so that if we step into stress, we step into sedentary lifestyle at a desk, at a counter, in a vehicle, wherever we're sedentary, classroom, then we've got our mind, body, and spirit already prepared for the day. So there's my message for today. Keep on your program, keep that balance. I wouldn't say I know it's hard. Some people will say that I know exercise is difficult. No, it's not difficult. Sitting in an office all day is difficult. Standing all day at a counter, sitting all day in a vehicle, that's difficult. Being stuck indoors all day, flipping channels, that's difficult. Out here, making your mind, body, and spirit feel excellent is not difficult. That's a joy, and it's a natural joy. So get on maintenance. Check out maintenanceworkout.com. Check out my books online, Sifu, S-I-F-U, Slim, on Amazon. Check out my website, sifuslim.com. And let me know how you're doing out there and where you're working out, indoors or outdoors, pools or climbing. running up hills, skating, whatever you're doing, playing soccer in the winter. I used to do that, played football in the winter. It was so cold, but we still played. And that's how we did it as a kid. And I'm still not limping at age 55 from all the tackling that we did when we were 10, 15, 18, etc. So enjoy your day. I'm Sifu Slim. Blessings from Christmas time in Mesquite, Nevada. Aloha!